5 seconds. Sir, the answer given to the earlier question is applicable to this. There is nothing which restricts anybody, and at the same time there is nothing which tells them to do it this way or that way, because it is the company's board that takes the call. So during COVID-19 and post-COVID-19, many children, including a lot of tribal children who were pursuing higher education, dropped out. We all know the reasons like family loss, financial loss, etc. I would like to know whether the ministry has taken any steps to bring back those children to the universities. Is any financial assistance or any other kind of support provided to them? Is there any data regarding how many children who had dropped out returned to the universities? Honorable Speaker, sir, the member has raised a good question. I would like to inform that according to the data in the Ministry in Higher Education, gradually GER is increasing day by day. Starting from 2012-13, it was 11%. Now it is 18%. Naturally, it is a continuous process always to take the dropout children to the higher education. That is why we have also built another tribal university in Andhra Pradesh in 2019. A central university has been set up in tribal dominated district. But from the point of view of infrastructure and manpower, the university seems to be a neglected one. My question to the Honorable Minister is this: what is the total number of vacancies in the teaching and non-teaching positions in the Central University in my state, that is Odisha, and when these positions will be filled up? Honorable Speaker, sir, the question is on the tribal universities, and Korapat University is not a tribal university. We have detailed data on the tribal universities. If the member comes and meets me, I will tell her. Sir, as per 2011 census, Tamil Nadu has 7 lakh tribal population. To promote higher education and to preserve the culture and tradition of the tribal communities, has the Ministry of Education got any plan to set up a central tribal university in the state of Tamil Nadu, particularly in tribal area of my constituency? If so, what are the details thereof? I would like to inform the honorable member through you, sir, that our government is very much dedicated to the development of tribal population in every sphere, and that includes education also. Under the visionary leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, a tribal lady teacher has become our Mahamahim Rashtrapati. It is being praised all over the world. Setting up of a central university is a continuous process, and it is being set up as and when need arises. At present, there is no such proposal from any state. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, sir. In the skill development sector, as compared to the urban areas, the number of RPL is quite low in the rural areas, which affects the rural economy and migration from rural areas to urban areas as well. For example, in a rural area, if any candidate gets trained in automobile repair sector or in any other sector, he can start his business, and indirectly it will help the rural economy and stop migration. Honorable Speaker, sir, through you, I would like to ask the Honorable Minister whether the government is planning for upgrading the skills of workers in the unorganized sector at Gram Panchayat level, which will ultimately improve rural economy and stop migration. Honorable Speaker, sir, the member has asked an important question, but I would like to respond to it a little comprehensively. Sir, the RPL is part of the Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana. It is a part of our short-term training program. The RPL has been made necessary because whenever government came into effect in 2014, the government had to inherit a large pool of unskilled workforce in the informal sector. The numbers of workforce in 2014-15 was estimated to be over 30 crores that were unskilled. This is the legacy that this government had to deal with, and in addition 1 crore and of age 15 and above were joining the workforce as unskilled every year. In that process, we have over the years skilled for 1 crores in the short term programs, of which 54 lakhs have been in the RPL. It is true, and I take into account the suggestions made by the Honorable Member that we must increase RPL programs and RPL coverage in rural areas. Honorable Speaker, sir, the main objective of Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Kendra was that the government will support these centers till they self-sustain. After that, the skill development centers will develop themselves. But after a long time, it has to be seen whether they had achieved the set target. It is because there are near about 700 PMKV centers. So through you, I want to ask the Honorable Minister that after the support provided by the government for a long time, whether these PMKV centers are achieving their goal compared to other training providers. Is the government planning to give direct support to the local training providers so that the skill development sector will grow fast? Sir, the question has been given by the Secretariat. I am just giving the answer. Accepting or not accepting is not the choice of the minister. Questions comes to us and we are duty bound to give the answers. And in answering this question, if you permit me, sir, I can explain. The term devaluation is used when there is a fixed exchange rate mechanism. If any rate goes up or comes down, we now term it as appreciation or depreciation. Devaluation is not used in this context. I have explained very clearly the position of Indian currency versus US dollar. I know that It has become a good fodder for all those who want to play around the social media in creating memes. For example, people make fun of me because I do not eat onions, but I do take care of onion eating people. That is how they contribute in the debate. Indian rupee has been strong against every currency. That is proved, and I can read the records. As regards US dollar, because of the policy adopted by US Fed, it is getting stronger and stronger. That has been already explained. As regards the foreign exchange reserve, Reserve Bank has used the foreign exchange reserve to intervene in the market only to make sure that the dollar and rupee fluctuation does not go too much, in the sense volatility of that kind of a fluctuation becoming too much can lead to very many different consequences. So foreign exchange reserve was used by the Reserve Bank to some extent. But today you can find that in the last couple of weeks the reserve is going up because of the flow of FDIs and FIIs. Now each one of us can always prefer one over the other. Whether FDI is better than FII or FII is better than FDI, all these things can happen. But that is left to the wisdom of the market. But the fact remains that the reserves are going